The first Test match. March 15, 1877, a day etched in history. The Melbourne Cricket Ground is alive with energy, its wooden grandstands packed with thousands of Victorian-era spectators. Gentlemen in top hats and fine coats, ladies in elegant dresses and parasols, each eagerly awaiting the start of something never before seen, the first ever Test match between England and Australia. Flags flutter in the warm Australian breeze. The aroma of freshly cut grass lingers in the air. Conversations buzz with excitement as fans discuss strategies, predictions, and the future of this young game. A hush falls over the crowd as the players step onto the field. The moment has arrived. 11 Englishmen, dressed in immaculate whites, take their positions across the sunlit field. On the other side, the Australian batsmen prepare to face history. The bowler stands at the top of his mark, gripping the ball firmly. His overarm action, still a new technique in the evolving sport, is poised to challenge the batsman. The English batsman steadies himself, adjusting his high-waisted trousers, gripping his thick wooden bat with both hands. His eyes, sharp and focused, are locked onto the bowler. Behind him, the wicket-keeper crouches low, his primitive padded gloves ready, his heartbeat racing. The umpire, dressed in a dark suit and a tall hat, watches closely, ensuring every moment is recorded in fairness. The bowler strides in, the crowd leans forward, the ball is released. The batsman swings. A crack echoes across the field. Some cheer, others gasp, it has begun. Each ball, each stroke, each fielding effort adds to the tension, the players battling under the hot Australian sun. The scoreboard in the background is updated manually by officials, recording the game as history unfolds before their eyes. Day after day, the battle rages on. Wickets fall. Boundaries are struck. Sweat glistens on the players' brows as they push their limits. Young Charles Bannerman, playing for Australia, carves his name into history, scoring the first ever Test century. His bat swings with precision, sending the ball to the boundary again and again. After 4 grueling days, the final wicket falls. Australia has triumphed, defeating England by 45 runs. The crowd erupts in celebration. Players shake hands, sportsmanship at its finest. This was not just a victory, it was the birth of something greater, a format of the game that would span centuries and capture the hearts of millions. From this single match, a rivalry was born, England versus Australia, a battle that would define cricket for generations. Over time, this contest would evolve into the Ashes, one of the most legendary rivalries in sporting history. But it all began here, in 1877, on the dusty pitch of the Melbourne Cricket Ground. This historic encounter marked the beginning of international cricket, played under the early rules of Test cricket. Australia batted first and posted 245 runs, with Charles Bannerman making history as the first ever Test centurion, scoring 165 before retiring hurt. England responded with 196 all out, giving Australia a 49-run lead. In the second innings, Australia was bowled out for 104, setting England a target of 154 runs to win. However, the Australian bowlers, led by Tom Kendall, who took 7 wickets for 55 runs, dismissed England for just 108, securing Australia's victory by 45 runs. This match not only laid the foundation for Test cricket but also sparked the legendary England-Australia rivalry, which later became known as the Ashes, one of the most celebrated rivalries in sports history.